Hey everybody, welcome back to Rebels in the White House. I'm John. 4th of July. I hate fireworks. Wipe these out, going to see the fireworks. I'm here making a video. So what you have here is turn 6, Rebels in the White House, Early's raid on Washington. The current situation is this. The Rebels own Martinsburg. It's turn 6 out of how many turns? I don't even know how many turns we're playing here. It may be, who the hell knows? All I know is it's turn 6 and I'm way behind schedule because I have 24 victory points. I think I need 160. So that's bad news. The good news is the Rebels are somewhat rested and ready to do something. Their supply situation is generally pretty good. Early's crew, Ramseur is disorganized, but Breckenridge's boys are ready to rock and roll. So that's the status right here. The Union has brought on one unit, and I will show you this out of DC. They brought way back here, damn, way the hell back here is Getty, and that gave the Rebels 22 points. Two victory points per manpower. So Getty's 11, that yields 22 for the Rebels, and it's turn 6, and let's do what we need to do before she comes home. All right, so it's random events. Let's go ahead and roll for that. And it's 5. 5 yields a Vaughn. Okay, what is this? Vaughn is, the current turn is July 10th or later. Let's see if it's July 10th or later. It is July 7th. Okay, so it's in any if it's earlier than July 10th. Okay, that's easy. Harper's Ferry phase. They're not surrounded, so that's a big nothing burger. And they're not surrounded, so that means nothing. Let me put this back on Martinsburg. Okay, reinforcement phase. Okay, this is the one that always throws me. Every single time I have to read this. Reinforcements, so let's go to it. I can't retain this information for whatever reason. So let me go. You can't see this on your screen. Let's see what we can do here. I have to read it. All Army of the Potomac reinforcements, except for 19th Corps, begin the game to Petersburg, box it off map, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is because, okay, blah, blah, blah. Beginning on a turn after the units are alerted. Okay, the Union player rolls 2 dice against all. Let's just go ahead and roll the 2 dice and see what we come up with. It's a 5. I don't think that's going to get it done. 5. If it's a reinforcement result. So what we have here is we need to figure it. I don't think there's a reinforcement with a low roll of 5 because there are modifiers. Let's figure out what it is. 2 to 12 is NE, but each manpower which have already been sent. Wait a minute, -1. Each 3 manpower which have already been sent is AP reinforcements. So if they have 11, that would be a -3 modifier. Do the Rebels occupy Baltimore, Alexandria? No. DC? No. Is adjacent to DC? No. And then also the Union player notes which counties the Confederate occupy. Well, they're in Berkeley, so that's a +4. So the 2 modifiers are a -3 and a +4. So they're going to add 1 to 5 is a 6, which is an NE. So there's no reinforcement for the Rebs, but can they move somebody? Let me see about that. Can they move somebody in the off-map display? They may be able to. Blah 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 blah. So he knows he doesn't get anybody. to Ips. Okay, 15 may occupy the Potomac at any one time. I'm gonna say if okay, a maximum of 15 manpower recruits may occupy the Potomac River Chesapeake boxes at any time. There's already Wright is in Chesapeake. He was sitting here before the turn started, so I think I can move somebody into the Potomac. All right, I'm gonna move somebody into the Potomac holding box, and we had to start with 6 corps. And I'm going to move Ricketts because he's 6 corps into the Potomac River box. Okay, good. So nobody can show up on the map. Let's move on. That's the only thing that I don't have a complete grasp of in this game. All right. Anyways, reinforce. Okay, leader transfer phase. Wait a minute. Reinforcements. Did that also include? Wait a minute. July 8th is when we start rolling for the West Virginians, I believe, and the date is July 7th. Let's verify that information. West Virginians during starting on next turn, July 8th. Okay, cool. Let's move forward. Leader transfer phase. Okay. Let me look at the Union. Do they even have any leaders? I think they may have one. Let me minimize. Let me minimize again. See, they don't really have anybody to do a leader transfer with. I don't think they do. Over here in Baltimore they do, but yeah, Baltimore, Wallace, and then what about DC? Let's check DC. Yeah, they really can't take advantage of the leader transfer phase right here. They need some guys. What about the rebels? Leader transfer. Yeah, what are they gonna do? I think they are all set with leader transfer. Okay, so let's move on. Railroad station repair phase, no. Attachment phase, no. Action cycle, let's get to it. All right, so here we are, almost 8 minutes into our video, and we're in action cycle. Let's go. We're going to roll 2 dice. As you know, the Union's the first of 2 numbers, and it belongs to the Rebs, and they're going to get right at it. So what Early's going to do, Rhodes, let's specify Rhodes, he is going to take a fatigue, and he is going to blow up this railroad. And let's get a railroad blown up symbol. Terrain, I think it's destroyed railroad. Yeah, railroad station destroyed. And we're gonna add, let me see if am I keeping notes on this? No, apparently I'm not keeping notes. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I am keeping notes. Hold on. Turn 6. By the way, you can't see this at home. Turn 6, and that is what is the North Mountain Depot. Okay, I'm just going to put North MD Railroad destroyed. I think it's 2 points. I'm going to put 2 VP, and then I'm going to hit the save button, and I'm going to verify that real quick on the scoring. North Mountain Depot. Sometimes these things are hard to find. North Mountain Depot. It's actually 3 points. Okay, it's 3 points. All right, let me fix that note. And backspace, make that 3, hit the save button, and then all I got to do is slide the victory points over, which you don't see. That takes me from 24 to 27. Okay, so, and a die roll, here we go. It's 2-6, belongs to the Rebs again, and they will activate. Do they really want to activate Rhodes and Ramsor again. No, they don't. Early's going to activate Ramsor only and move to him. Fatigue. And he's going to move to him. And it's 1 die plus 2 for movement. And he gets a 5, which is a big 7. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll stop right there. Mulligan is not a cav, so he just stops right there. A knit die roll, 2 die. 6-3 belongs to the Union. Yeah, Mulligan actually wants to move the hell out of there, but he does not want to take a loss. So what he's going to do is they're not going to move him. They're going to activate stall. Fatigue, increase fatigue, and he's 2 die. He actually gets 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He doesn't get there. That's amazing. Let me undo that. Let me undo that. See if we can find a better route. And that's where he was, 12. All right, let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, 10, 11, 12. You can't. That's the best he can do. And it die roll, 2 die. Rebs win this, and what are you going to do, Early? Yeah, Early is actually going to... He's actually going to do an assault on Mulligan. He's going to take Ramsor up to 2. He's going to do an assault on Mulligan, and here's the roll, command roll. It's a 5. Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't go through because his number is... What the hell is his number? I don't know what those 2 numbers represent. Breckenridge is a 3 and a 5. Huh. Well, he gets a 5. I don't think it goes through. It's not going to happen. Yeah. All right, a knit die roll, 2 die. 2-2 belongs to the Rebs. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move Breckenridge. What is Breckenridge gonna do? Okay, we'll activate them. These guys are actually in good shape. Breckenridge. Fatigue increase. Actually, I want to look at the big picture. What is the big picture? All right, the big picture is, all right, 1 die plus 2. Here's the movement. Oh, they only get to go 3. Wow. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A knit die roll, 2 die. 1, 3 belongs to the Rebs. Going to activate Gordon by himself. He is going to blow that railroad station. 1 moment, please. Terrain, railroad station destroyed. And that one also is 3 points. And what do we call that? That is the Opequan. Okay, I gotta make a note for it. Turn 6. I'll just cut and paste that. Control C, enter, Control V, and just what is that called? The Opequan. It's an okay. Opequan, whatever. Railroad organization. That's 3 more. Save and go to the victory point thing, and that makes you an even 30 victory points. Holla. All right, a die roll 2 die. That belongs to the Rebs again. So Breckenridge is going to activate both these guys again. Gordon goes to orange, and Eccles goes to green. No, Eccles, you overdid, you one. Fatigue decrease. All right, 1 die plus 2 for movement. They get to go 6. All right, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's across the Potomac. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now Gordon needs an EM roll. Here's his EM roll. It's a 3. He's fine. Yeah, Early didn't. Ramser did not, because that was an assault. All right, cool. A knit die roll. Here we go. 2 die. 5/5 belongs to the Rebs. I think Breckenridge is going to take these guys again, both of them. Fatigue. They want to get Gordon across the river. So Gordon goes to red, and Eccles goes to orange. Here's their movement. 1 die plus 2. Oh, and it's only a 1, so that yields them a 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we got EMs to go. Eccles, here's your EM. He is okay. Gordon, he's a +1. By the way, there's no heat here, so he's a +1. Gordon, he's fine. They barely make it. All right, a knit die roll, 2 die. It's the Rebels again, and what's going to happen? Eccles is actually going to go to 4 by his lonesome. Okay, here's his movement. 1 die plus 2. He only gets to go 3, but they're going to get them into Williamsport. 1. There's no ZOC. 2. Okay, that's right there. Now we got to do his EM, which is a +1. It's a 2. He's fine. A knit die roll, 2 die. It's 1/6. It belongs to the Rebs. They pretty much have exhausted themselves. They can move cavalry. Wow, where's the cavalry? I gotta zoom out a little bit. Where's the rebel cavalry? Where do I see all of them? Imboden. What do I want to do? I tell you what, let's actually move Johnson right now. Fatigue. He's 2 die plus 1. He's a 5. Okay, Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knit die roll, 2 die. 6/3. Oh, the Union gets to play. All right, the Union gets to play. What are they going to do? They're in a bit of a pickle right here, because Breckenridge took Williamsport, and Mulligan can't really move. Stahl doesn't dare move. What are they going to do? I don't know. 8 Illinois really needs to hold that spot. So let's zoom out and see if we can get some help over here. Yeah, Siegel, why don't you move 1 time? Fatigue. One die. He only gets to move 1. All right, not really a help, but that's where he goes. A knit die roll. 4/2 belongs to the Union. Let's bring up some of these guys from behind, shall we? Which basically means Getty. And he's way the hell out of this. All right, Getty, at least you're fresh. 1 die. 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knit die roll. 4, 5 belongs to the Rebs. Let's zoom out. The Rebs are nowhere near Getty and DC. Johnson, go to 2. increase, 2 die. He gets to go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They may need him for operations Hagerstown. And a die roll, 2 die. 5, 6. Who else can we bring up? McCausland. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You made a big boo-boo. We screwed up big time. Ugh. The Rebs did screw up. They didn't blow up Martinsburg. They didn't blow up the depot there. Let me read the rules. Getty yield 22, Berkeley. Yeah, they did not blow up that depot. And they're going to need these cavalry guys cannot do it. Okay, McCausland. That's a bummer. Fatigue. 2 die. It's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They get across and it die roll 2 die. 6, 6 belongs to the Rebs. Jackson. Fatigue. Increase. 2 die. 1, 1. He gets to go 3. 1, 2, 3. And a die roll 2 die. 2, 4. Damn, they screwed up. What about Imboden? Actually, we'll move Jackson again. Fatigue. 2 dice for Jackson. Gets to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a die roll 2 die. 6, 4 belongs to the Union. What are you going to do, Union? You're in a pickle. You got to keep moving Getty. You got to think you're going to get West Virginia guys pretty damn soon. So you need to get Getty up there, and he's another world away. Fatigue, increase. Okay, he goes to 2, 1 die. And he gets another 6. He's moving well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a die roll 2 die. 1, 6 belongs to the Rebs. Back over to the Rebels. What are they trying to do? Well, let's move Imboden. Fatigue, increase, 1 die, 2 die. He gets to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, Shepherdstown, and a die roll 2 die. 4, 2, back to Getty. Is Getty going to go 3? Probably. He's rolling 6s. Let's go with Getty. Let's take him to orange. 1 die. Movement. He gets 5. That's nothing to sneeze at. Before we commit him to moving, let's look at the big picture. Yeah, he needs to stay on his present course. Okay, Getty, you got 5 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's his EM move. Roll. 5, he flips. Not a big deal. There's no enemy around. Manpower, disorg. Not a big deal. He moved, what, 2 6s and a 5? To 17 movement points in a die roll. 3, 1 belongs to the Union. I want to move Lowell, but I'm not going to do it. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. Come on. All right, let's move over. Okay, so Getty's moving. He's going to head towards Leesburg. He's really not a factor. Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. The Union's going to pass. Really, we're getting to the end of the turn then, if that's the case. Union's going to pass. The Rebs get to go. And what are they going to do? Well, what they're going to do is move roads No, we're not. We're not going to move him towards Martinsburg. We forgot to blow up that. We forgot to blow that up, and that's a problem because I think you might need like 5 to blow that up. But it can't be a cab because you don't have. Even if it's 3, you don't have a cab that powerful. So you're going to need a guy, and that's like a waste of movement. Plus, also, there's another railroad station, Duffields, that they want to get to. So I think, what if the Rebs pass right here? What if the Rebs pass? If they pass, these guys are somewhat exhausted. I think the Rebs will pass as well. Both parties pass. Okay, good. All right. So, I want to see if the rebels still own Berkeley County. County control. Let's read up, see if they have that. County control. All right, let's see where the rebel units are. Most of them have passed into Breckinridge's boys have passed into Washington County, and they have a 7 and an 8. So let's see what that entails. They may own Washington County. County control. Okay, for the purpose of all hexes. The Confederate player can also control a county if he has at least 15 manpower of infantry and no Union controls the county seat. Did they have 15? The county seat is Hagerstown. They have a 7 and 8, so they own Washington County. That may only be 2 points as well. Let's go check that out. Washington County, as far as county control, is, let's get to the bottom of that. That may only be 2 points. Yeah, it's only 2. It's Washington County, 2 points. Let's go put a thing in here. Okay, Control C, enter Control V, make that turn 6, backspace 6, and turn Berkeley into Washington. I'll just put Wash County, 2 victory points, save, and go to the chart, give them 2 points, victory points, 2. It's 32 now. Still not a good total. And now we got to do. Oh, and now we go to. Let's go to supply and take 1 off of everybody. Okay, everybody goes down 1. And they're generally in good supply state. Now we're going to forage for all of them. Let's do some foraging. All right, let's see who we got up here in. Hold on, I gotta get the rule book back out and look at the foraging tables. I don't have a good mastery of what the foraging tables are. Oh, there it is right here. All right, foraging values. Rhodes is eligible, and he's in Berkeley County, and that is all counties in Virginia. The Shenandoah is 4, so he needs a 3 or less because he has only used one fatigue. So it's 4 in the Shenandoah Valley minus the 1, so he needs a 3 or less. Here's his roll. And no, he doesn't do it. And Ramser, he has 2 fatigues. He needs a 2 or less. He does get it. Ramser, let's go to his. He goes all the way to 5. That's a nice, sweet pickup. Okay, now both of Breckenridge's guys are not eligible because they have 4 fatigues. Johnson is in Maryland with 2. Johnson needs a 1. No. Jackson needs, Jackson needs a 1. No. McCausland needs a 2 or lower. No. Okay, Imboden is in, he is not in the Valley. So he's a 2. No, he's still in Virginia. Okay, he's a 2. Imboden needs a 1. Doesn't get it. I believe that does it for the rebels as far as foraging. So only one of them got it. Was Ramser. Okay, and 2 of them were ineligible. Okay, I get it. That's cool. So the only thing that we have to do now for turn 6 is we got to do recovery. The bad thing about recovery is the Union doesn't recover. Recovery phase, and yeah, that's it. All right, so let me hit the recovery phase. The Union doesn't recover. Hold on. I have to manually recover them. Here we go. Okay, the Rebs all recovered. So let's start at the top left with the Union. Mulligan. So he loses that 1 fatigue decrease, which means he's going to lose his D2 is going to go down to D1. Okay, I think that's all that happens with him. Stahl, he loses that fatigue decrease. Okay, they're surrounded. They got problems. Moving down here, 8 Illinois, he'll actually get an entrenchment, increase in trench. Okay, moving along, I'm actually going to look at Weber's maxed out for entrenching. PHP, we're going to increase entrenchment. He's maxed out, or actually, he's an F2 now. All right, now we go to the rear echelon types, and Getty, he actually lost his fatigue. I took him to 3, and he lost all 3, and he picked up, so he did update. Lowell, we're going to entrench him some more. Entrench. All right. And where's the guy who's in, yeah, Frederick. He's going to entrench some more. Okay. Now we head back towards DC. And we got Wisewell, and both of these guys going to pick up another. They're going to go to full forts. Yeah, well, yeah, Slough did not go. I don't know what his deal is, but maybe he was only, I don't know what he was. And we go to Baltimore. Tyler should go to a full fort. Okay, he does. Wallace, your guy should go to a full fort. A red F2, actually same for him. Increase in trench. All right, so I'm looking for like any other Union units. Any other Union units? I don't see any. They're going to start getting more units, especially when the West Virginians start rolling in. They got to get that die roll. They got to hit that die roll. Then they're gonna be coming on a regular basis. Okay, that is pretty good. So let's look at the situation right here. So we've went through 6 turns. You guys can't see this at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 turns. July 7th, 1864. And the Rebs, you can see Breckinridge got his guys across the Potomac. Which would be really cool, especially if their random events yields a rain turn. That would be significant. And he took those guys to red, and they none of them broke, by the way. And so Stahl and Mulligan are surrounded. They're in a bad spot, and The rebels have Early's crew right over here. Only problem they screwed up with, they didn't blow up the depot at Martinsburg. That is a blunder, but someone can go back. It looks like Rhodes is going to be able to just go back and do that. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes, and there's another railroad station that they can pick up while they're on the way, and we'll see what happens with that. And these two guys have got problems, but like I said, next turn's July 8th. We start rolling for West Virginians, and for what it's worth, our man Getty did move. He had a significant amount of movement. He moved 17 spaces, and it's still, he's like not even in Leesburg yet. And he'll probably he doesn't want to break and lose guys, so he may only move one hex to start, but or one turn. And then the Union, they can bring more guys from DC or Baltimore, but remember that contributes to the rebels victory points, but they need 160, and right now the Rebs are sitting at their total's 32, and there's 4 dead Union units. So that's the situation right here. The Rebs made a blunder, but they are across the river into Maryland, and it looks like they're headed towards Hagerstown. I think that's a foregone conclusion that Hagerstown is under the gun right now by the rebels, because they got both corps headed there, except for Rhodes, who has to backtrack towards Martinsburg, but it's not a big deal. They got Mulligan and Staub. They got a big problem right there, a real big problem. There's no way they can cross the Potomac, and Breckinridge is sealed off the crossing at Williamsport, and that's not good. But anyways, I digress. This is 37 minutes, not the longest video in the world. We just did one turn. That was turn 6. I just wanted to get back into it. I'm going on vacation this week, so we'll see you guys later. This is going to get very interesting once the Union starts accumulating manpower, right? And it'll get really good. But the Rebs haven't faced any adversity, but they are still behind. They've got to move. They've got to push it. All right, I'm John. I'm out. See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.